10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Welcome to episode 4 of Dystopia Media. We have a very important topic today. We're going to talk about something that you can't hear anywhere else in America. We're going to give you a story that is not available anywhere else in the world except for right here at Dystopia Media. It's an exclusive. It's breaking news. If you have ever been censored or felt that you've been censored by social media or big tech companies, or you know someone that has, or you're just the type of person that is concerned about big tech censorship, we really need you to listen to this podcast. So going to do a couple checks here real quick. Need to make sure that it looks like we are up at the Prosecute Obama page on Facebook. Good. I got to go real quick and check my Dystopia Media YouTube page, because for episodes 1 through 3, it looks like maybe we weren't there live. But hey, I'm seeing a live broadcast on our YouTube channel. That's good. And I just need to see if I can share this over to the Dystopia Media Facebook page, where we've got some concerned activists who are ready to not only watch and listen to this broadcast and participate, but they're also folks who are willing to share it around while we're having the conversation. But I don't see where I can share it, Jessica. Here we go. All right, we're going to go ahead and share this over to the Dystopia Media page. Let's do that. Increasing our audience. Everybody, please tune in. Please share this. Please give me just a few seconds to take care of some important sharing that I need to do on my end. Let's share this over to the Impeach Joe Biden page. That'll be some folks that'll definitely be interested. And one more, I'll go ahead and share this over to one other place that I know that will be interested to hear and see what we're talking about today on the Dystopia Media Podcast, episode 4. I want to thank all of you that are listening and sharing and participating. We should be available to you on Facebook at Dystopia Media, YouTube at Dystopia Media, Twitch. We're on Twitch. We got 6 or 7 followers on Twitch. We are supposed to be on Twitter at Dystopia Media. And what else? Oh, yeah, Rumble, rumble.com. We're on there. So, and if there's other places, we're on Minds. Later after the podcast, you can't get it live, but later you'll get a cold cut on minds.com and bitshoot.com. And as we're trying to bypass Silicon Valley censorship of what we have to say and what we think, we're trying to put this on as many different platforms as possible. But you, the listener, you are the ones that can really make this count, okay? If you're listening to this right now and you're sharing this right now and you're commenting, then you are the folks that are really making this happen. So let's get into the podcast. I see one person there. Welcome, Lee. And if you can hear me, please make a comment. Yes, please make a comment so I know that you're listening. And let's talk about the Google censorship of Angel Families of America. Angel Families of America is a new organization run by Agnes Gibney, who is an angel mom. Angel families are people who lost their loved ones to illegal immigration, illegal immigrant crimes, open borders. One of the big secrets in America is that every year there are thousands of Americans being killed by illegal aliens. And these crimes are 100% preventable. They wouldn't be happening if our existing immigration and border laws were enforced. If we were sending illegals home like they're supposed to under current U.S. law and Article 4, Section 4 of the United States Constitution, which guarantees each state should be protected from invasion. And let me tell you, folks, it is an invasion. And according to AOC, if you believe illegal immigration is an invasion, then you're a white supremacist. So imagine that. Apparently, AOC doesn't really value her oath to office or the United States Constitution, which says in Section 4, Article 4, that all states shall be protected from invasion. It does not say unarmed, semi-armed, fully armed invasion. It does not qualify invasion. An invasion is any group of people from outside of our states coming into our states in violation of the law or without due process or permissions. That is an invasion. And the Constitution specifically states this is wrong. Our existing immigration laws say this is wrong. And it could all be ended today if a president would simply do what the Trump administration was doing towards the end of his presidency and putting illegal immigrants back into the nations of which they are citizens of, or back on the other side of the Mexican border. This pretty much has stopped illegal immigration during the pandemic. The reason so many illegals are piling up at the border right now is because Joe Biden's administration, the Biden-Harris administration, is using your tax money to put them on airplanes and fly them all across the United States, because these are future Democratic Party voters and donors and people that owe their allegiance to the Democratic Socialists of America. So, but back to the specific case today. Today, we're going to illustrate for you on your screen the story of a lady named Agnes Gibney, who is a angel mom, and a little bit about Agnes, so you'll understand why Google wanted to censor her. Here's an article from, what is this, ntd.com. Looks like August 10th of 2019, and here's a picture of Agnes. And basically it says that Agnes Gibney is an angel mom whose 29-year-old son was murdered by an illegal alien back in April of 2002. Her son, Ronald Da Silva, was standing with a friend in his driveway when he was shot and killed by Luis Humberto Gonzalez for no apparent reason. Now, I got to point something out here, because I have spent over 16 years of my life immersing myself in the issues of illegal immigration and illegal alien crimes. And while many illegal immigrants are okay people and not involved in broader criminal conduct and want to work, yada, 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 many of them have rape and pillage mentalities. Many of them are here, and they have been shown by our own government that they can break law after law after law after law without any type of consequence or enforcement of said laws. Therefore, it should not be that surprising when they gravitate to worse criminal acts based on the example they've been shown by our paralyzed defenses inside the United States government. Agnes said that she banged on the window and said, "Ronald, just open your eyes. Don't do this to me," said Gibney. "And I thought that Ronald was playing a prank because he loved to play pranks. And I thought he really did a good one this time, and he just wouldn't move. They wouldn't allow me to touch my son, to hold my son. Next time I saw him was in the morgue." So Agnes Gibney has paid one of the ultimate prices short of her own life by the loss of her son, who was killed because of a free-roaming illegal alien, Luis Humberto Gonzalez, who, if I understand things correctly right now, has been released from prison already. He killed Agnes's son, and he's out of jail already and probably floating around in the United States somewhere without having been deported, but he is whereabouts unknown. At the time of this article, the felon Humberto was expected to be released in November, and Gibney had recently learned that he may not be handed over to ICE, because that's one of the big things that Trump changed a bit. For many, many years, illegal aliens would finish serving sentences for rape, murder, fraud, drug dealing, all that stuff, and walk right out or be set right back out on American streets to go on to commit other crimes. Now, fair to mention here, because we're going to talk about Agnes Gibney and her new group, her new national group, Angel Families of America, and how Google is censoring them. And I'm going to show you on your screen. I'll try to make it audio friendly for all of you listening at home and describe what we're doing. But if you're watching this feed and sharing this feed, you should be able to see exactly. I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to show you how you can show anybody else in the world how Google is censoring Agnes and her new group. Before we go with that, we also want to mention that Google's not the first to mess with angel families. Picked up this article from Breitbart here. This is by John Bender, an excellent writer, from November 6, I believe, 2020, that right after the Trump-Biden election, Twitter blacklisted a lot of angel family accounts of other groups. There's other groups and people who have been fighting on illegal immigration issues. Angel Mom Marianne Mendoza, as well as Sabine Durden, and a group called Advocates for Victims of Illegal Alien Crime, or AVIAC. That's AVIAC. So there's different groups. There's the Remembrance Project, and Sabine Durden, and these different folks who have been trying to bring attention to illegal immigrant crimes, which are happening. Again, folks, we don't know the true number, But I can confidently say, as an expert on these issues, that thousands of Americans are being slaughtered by illegal alien invaders in the United States every year, and you never heard about it until Donald Trump made an issue of it in his 2016 campaign. One of the most amazing things ever was that Donald Trump put the victims, some of the family members of the victims that were victims of illegal immigration and illegal alien crimes, on stages in front of the cameras. And this was a big taboo because this is what the press hides. If you have a loved one who is killed by an illegal alien over Easter weekend in the United States of America, while it might be mentioned briefly in local press, the feds will try to hide the immigration status of the suspect. And the media, the mainstream media, can be counted on to not report at all or to conceal the crime against your loved one because it goes against their agenda to flood the United States with as many people from other places as possible to take full power and control of all branches of government for all time. But look at this, Twitter. Twitter nuked the Angel families. Look at this. Account suspended. Aviac USA suspended. Angel Moms 1 suspended. Angel Family suspended. Mom Mendoza 480 suspended. Big tech doesn't want you listening to the victims of illegal alien crimes. Okay. But Agnes Gibney is one of those people that has put it on the line to get out there and to really be heard. And she launched her own new organization, Angel Families of America, found online at her new website, angelfamiliesofamerica.org, a couple weeks back. And the website, Angel Family, let me go ahead and show you the website that we're talking about here. This is the brand new website from Agnes Gibney and Angel Families of America. You can see it's a one-pager. It's got a phone number to reach Agnes on it. It's got a little bit of information about the group. It's got a way you can join their email alerts. And I do encourage you to go to angelfamiliesofamerica.org, bypass what Google's trying to do to you and prevent you from seeing this, and sign up for her alerts and read more about her mission. Here's a picture of Agnes next to her son's grave. And here's her showing her some of her activism. Okay, now this should be an easy website to find. And when it went up, it was on like page 3. You could go to google.com, the most used search engine on the planet, through which 90% of all web traffic flows, and search on Angel Families of America and find this website on page 3, which is not uncommon. When a new website goes up, we can all understand why Google would be hesitant and give some priority to websites that have been up for a while because they hadn't had a chance to check them, haven't had a chance to establish authority. That's completely understandable. What happened next is not understandable. Agnes Gibney went on Fox News. She goes on a lot of programs. She's been on Newsmax, Fox News. I think she's going to be on Fox News tonight or this morning around 1 a.m. On the West Coast, 4 a.m. on the East Coast. She's going to be on Fox News tonight, possibly mentioning any Google employees listening to this live. I think Agnes is going to be talking about what you're doing to her website on Fox News later tonight. And but let's take a look at what happened. Agnes went on Fox News and did this interview, and we're going to play it. It's about 5 minutes long. And you folks listening at home, I hope that you will listen as well. We're going to see if we can't get this out to the masses.
28. The nays are 197. The nays are 197. The bill is passed. The nays are 197. The nays are 197. The nays are
197. Hold on, folks. I think I got an audio issue here. Let me back this up real quick. Let's get this here. Let's try this again. Okay. All right. Apparently, I've got some audio issues, but this is just, we'll just look through this real quick. Here's Agnes appearing on Fox News, on Fox and Friends First, where she talked about the amnesty bills that just passed the House, HB 6 and HB 1603. And those are both designed to give amnesty and voting rights and driver's licenses and jobs and government access benefits and all that to probably 5 to 6 million illegal immigrants. And, here's Agnes and that they've got her name on here at some of these. They say Angel Families for America, and the host actually mentions the organization name. And so the hope is that people might hear or see Agnes and Angel Families of America on Fox News and then go to a search engine like Google and type that in to try to find Agnes and Angel Families of America. Does that seem reasonable to everybody? Is people still listening out there? Does that seem like a reasonable thing that should be able to happen? To me, it sounds like it should. So let's see what happened. I checked the conditions today, and apparently they exist now as they did right after Agnes came off of Fox News. Let's go to the good search engines first. Let's go. We're going to go 3 places. We're going to go to DuckDuckGo. And for all of you who are concerned about your privacy out there, I highly recommend using the DuckDuckGo.com search engine. They don't track your search stuff and share it with other people. Let's go ahead and bring on DuckDuckGo because they do a good job. Check this out. We're going to type in Angel Families of America. We hit enter and voila, look at that, folks. Listing number 1, angelfamiliesofamerica.org. Thank you, DuckDuckGo.com, for doing it right. Let's go over. I know a lot of you are not fans probably of Microsoft, but let's go over to Microsoft's Bing.com, another rival of Google's, and type in Angel Families of America. Oh, and you can try this at home, folks. Today is April 1st, 2021. This is not an April Fool's prank, but at this date, you can do this at home to see for yourself or amaze your friends. Amaze your friends with the incredible magic of how Google can make you disappear. And try to imagine, folks, if you don't have your own organization or you're not starting your own organization, imagine something like this happening to your family and you deciding that you wanted to start an organization and you put up your website and maybe Google and the liberal employees and the H-1B workers at Google don't like you. Thank you, Bing.com. Thank you, Microsoft. Angel Families America. Page 1, slot 1. Now, they do put this Wikipedia thing up ahead of it, but you can see that Bing.com is doing a fair job and has not censored Agnes Gibney's new website. Let's do one more. I know it's from a long time ago, but some of you older folks remember using Yahoo. Here we are with Yahoo, and we're going to do the same thing. Angel Families of America. And once again, page 1, position 1, thank you. Thank you so much. And now, let's go to Google. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 and we search. Page 1, Wikipedia, Angel Families. It's a different org. It's not Angel Families of America. I think that might be Marianne Mendoza's page. LA Times, the Remembrance Project, which we mentioned earlier in the podcast. Another Remembrance Project. Facebook, Angel Families page. Now, Agnes Gibney's Angel Families of America Facebook page does show up on page 1 about position 6 or 7. So it looks like that Google is not censoring Facebook. Fox News, Newsweek. Let's go to page 2. We'll do a quicker scan through page 2. C-SPAN, Vox. Nope, not there. It's not there. And I checked it right before I started the podcast. It's not on page 2. It's not on page 3. You could tell if it showed up quickly here because it would be highlighted since I've been to the website. Here's page 4. Nope, nothing. Page 5. Now, the website, after disappearing from Google, did reappear briefly, apparently a day or two ago, over on page 5, but it's gone again. So if you go over here and you search on Google, you can see pretty much that Angel Families of America does not exist. It has been delisted. It has been removed from Google. It was there, and now it's not. So if you're looking for information about Angel Families of America or Agnes Gibney, and you see, see her on there, you can't find it. And I see somebody complaining that I'm not talking fast enough. Listen, folks, I'm showing you how Google makes people who don't agree with their pro-invasion, pro-open borders, pro-amnesty agenda disappear from the search engine. And the same type of things happening over on YouTube. Just heard the other day, Tim Pool on Timcast was going off about how Steven Crowder of Louder with Crowder got knocked down again over on YouTube. And I went last night and spent a little dough to join Steven Crowder's mug club. I don't need a coffee mug, and I don't really need the inside access to Steven Crowder's special videos and stuff. But I did it because here's a man whose livelihood and his efforts to fight against the left and the socialism online is being tampered with in unfair, very biased ways. Now, I know a lot of people out there saying, well, Google's a company and Facebook's a company, and these companies should be able to do what they want. Okay, well, let me get this straight. So the power company's a company, and your cell phone and your phone companies are companies, and the United States Post Office is sort of like a federal company or whatever. Does that mean that if these companies become owned by and managed by and staffed by left-wing radicals, that they can charge you different amounts for different services or deny you service or equal service based on your creed? Is that the kind of United States you want? Is it where Republicans pay a different rate for power than Democrats? Is it going to be where you start a new business as a florist, but you can't have access to phone service because you're not a Democrat and you're not in the one-party system? And I'm not exaggerating here. Democrat totalitarians take over whole fields. If you don't believe me, try to get a job at a newspaper or in Hollywood or in a school system or at a university without a D next to your name and go feel the taste of discrimination. Now, I was raised to believe the United States was a place where we were going to try to let everybody have their fair shot. And while we might not have equal results, we would have equal opportunity. Well, right now, I know for a fact that I don't have equal opportunity in this country because I'm not a socialist and I didn't vote for Joe Biden. And I know that there's a lot of people out there like you that know and feel and sense the same thing as I do. And I still truly believe there's a lot of people on the left who might listen to this broadcast and hate me and a lot I have to say, who still don't want to censor other people and abridge the Bill of Rights, freedoms of the press and speech that is going on with this woke totalitarian, woke supremacy, anti-white racism, woke supremacy. I never thought that one day I would start to miss traditional liberals, old school liberals that maybe had different views than me, maybe expressed them or whatever. But compared to this woke crowd, I miss those liberals. I really do. Because the woke people, they're all about shutting you down, cancel culture, mob rule, mob threats, threatening people. And, we're all in a situation right now where we got to hold our breath for the next possible riots in America burning, depending on what happens with the case up in Minneapolis. So, here we are, folks. It's where we're at. But now, just so you know, hopefully Agnes Gibney has communicated directly to the Google Corporation about them censoring her website. You can bypass the censorship by going straight to her website at angelfamiliesofamerica.org. You can join her email alerts. Use email for your activism. It's okay if you're on Facebook. It's okay if you're on YouTube. It's okay if you're on different social media sites. But please consider supporting the freedom-based social media sites like Gab and Parler and Minds and Slug and Brighteon and MeWe.com. Support these. Go over there and create yourself an account on those and use email. Sign up for email alerts from organizations that you care about, that you trust, and then you're not out of the woods yet. You got to make sure those emails keep arriving into your email box, okay? People used to coordinate and organize politically before there was email and before there was social media. And there's ways that you can find ways to do that. You need to seek ways to do that. If you're getting your information just from Facebook, you know that you're not going to be getting or YouTube, you're not going to be getting a fair shake. And they're most likely to not let you hear something important that's time sensitive, like, oh my gosh, the U.S. Senate is about to vote on some amnesty bills that will destroy the United States as you've known it permanently. Don't you be counting on social media and big tech censors to tell you when that's happening. You establish your own communications right through. So, in closing, this is bringing to an end episode 4 of Dystopia Media. Sorry for the audio problems there. I'm still learning the ropes. I'm still new at this. I appreciate your forgiveness. Once again, if you can subscribe to our channel on YouTube for Dystopia Media, our Facebook page, our Twitter page, minds.com, bitshoot.com, and Rumble, we would appreciate it. We should have some more options for you guys soon. And we appreciate all of you, especially those of you who have made supportive comments in the comment zone and letting us know how you feel and think about this. We will check back on the comments post live, and I'm still waiting for our first YouTube comment. Before I close out, I'm looking at comments, and I'm seeing all sorts of great folks off of Facebook commenting. I appreciate you folks. Is there anybody hearing us on YouTube? We've got almost our first 100 subscribers. I'm looking right now. It says that that we're live on YouTube right now. I'm seeing it, and it's saying we got 100 subscribers. We've been on for 25 minutes, and there's no likes. And oh, there we go. There's one person watching on YouTube, and it's me. Thank you, YouTube Google. Wow, I got my first 100 subscribers. And apparently, I'm the only one watching my own podcast so far. Well, hopefully we can build those numbers up and do better in the future. Anyway, hey, everybody, have a safe and happy Easter out there. Take time to pray. Take time to be thankful for the people that you love in your life. And let's keep on keeping on as Americans with what we've got left of this country. This is Dystopia Media signing off from episode 4. See you next time, folks.